Hi, boys and girls. Let's take a look at our handwriting for today. We are going to make the lowercase u. All right, and as you notice, when we make the letter U, it's a small letter, so it stays between the lines. All right, are you ready to practice one? All right, so when we start at the top of the line. Down, travel, up, bump, down, bump. Okay, so you're first starting at the top, going down, and you have to travel back up to the line, bump the line, and then back down, bump. All right, let's take a look over here where we start. This is the capital U that we make. You notice it doesn't have a tail, but the lowercase one does. Otherwise, it's almost exactly the same. All right, let's start. All right, here we go. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. When I bump, that means we stay right on that line, okay? So let's start one here, right at the dot. Down, travel up, bump, down, bump. Very nice. Okay, let's keep going. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Here we keep going. You're doing a great job. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. All right, don't forget to bring it back down. Okay, let's keep going. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. All right, slow and in control. I have one hand that's holding on to my book, and the other one I'm using to hold my pencil. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Okay, one more here. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. All right, now it's my turn to do one without any help. All right, remember to start at the top. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Great job. I'm going to give myself a check because I did a nice job. I took my time and did my best work. And I think this is the one that I'm most proud of, right there. All right, let's take a look at this one also. Words for me. And we're going to copy the word. First, we're going to trace it, then we're going to write it. It is so important that you have your letters positioned exactly how they are showing us, okay? So again, small letters are in between the lines, tall letters are above, and fall letters or descending letters are below the line, okay? Very important. So when I'm looking at your work, that's what I'm looking for, all right? Now the first word is out, so let's trace it. Okay, take your time. The O and then the U we just practiced. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. Big line down, little line across. Okay, now I'm going to do one here. Start at the top, always, see, E, I take my time. Now I'm going to do the U. Travel down, up, bump, down, bump. And I just take my time. There is no hurry in handwriting. Start at the top for my T, pull down to that line, and then across. Out, out. Now let's do us. Here's that U again. Down, travel up, bump, down, bump. And then the S. Now you notice that when we're making this is some different lines. You use the dotted line now this time and the bottom line. Keep it in between those lines. Down, up, bump, down, bump. Okay, and the S, keep it between the lines. Little C, little magic C. There you go. All right, if it gets above, you just erase it and fix it. No biggie. All right, here is the word cut. Cut. Okay, let's trace it. Magic C. And then we make get the U. Down, travel up, bump, back down, bump. And then the T. Start above the line, crossed. Okay, now it's our turn to do one. After we practice, then we kind of have an idea how to do it. See, keep it in between the lines. Here's our U. Travel back up, bump, down, bump. And then our T. The T is tall. Did you notice that I took my time and did my best work? All right, now we get to write a sentence. Gus got out. Gus is the puppy. He must have got out of the house, and he looks like he's running somewhere. All right, so again, when we do sentences, that first letter of the first word is capital. Then the rest are lowercase. And then there's spaces, and then we're all done. We put a period as a punctuation right on the line. So let's trace Gus. That's a big letter, so I had to make it really big. U, up, down. This gives us a lot of practice for the U, too. All right, so I'm going to start with my G here because I'm going to write Gus. It takes up that whole spot. Okay, now the U. And then the S. All right, now we have to use our finger space here. And we're going to make that G. Magic C, up, bump, down, turn. Now trace that O. Magic C, keep going, stop. And then the T. Big line down, little line across. Now I'm going to do the same here. Put your finger here so you have space. Magic C, up, bump, back down, turn. Okay, now the O, make sure that went down in the water here. That's below the line. And then we'll do our O. And our T is tall. There. Now we're going to trace the word out. Gus got out. Okay, O. U, T. Okay. Are you ready to do that here? Finger space, so there's space. O, U, T. There we go. And when we're all done talking, we have to put the period. It needs to go on the line, okay? All right, let's read it. Gus got out. And boys and girls, I felt I did my best work, so I'm going to give myself a check. Make sure if you did your best work that you give yourselves a check as well. And if you didn't, you need to go back and do your best work and then give yourself a check, okay? All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to see this beautiful work that you're doing in your handwriting page. So you're doing page 42 and 43. Take a picture, send it to me. I can't wait to see your fabulous work.